Hello students. Today here we'll speak on Keynesian theory of demand for money. The Keynesian theory of demand for money is otherwise known as liquidity preference theory of money. To start with, what do you mean by liquidity? Liquidity means holding money in the form of cash which is spendable in nature, not in the form of bonds, securities, or the cash which is with your saving banks or something like that. Whatever is in your hands in the form of cash, which is in liquid form, which can be spendable initially, instantly, is known as liquidity of money. This liquidity preference concept was derived from Keynes' book, The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, which was published in 1936. So, what Keynes opined about liquidity preference is people's desire to hold money in the form of cash rather than securities or long term interest bearing investments. So, people's desire to hold money in the form of cash, uh, he refers it as liquidity preference. Now, coming to the motives of holding money in the form of cash. So he says there are three motives for holding money in the form of cash. First one is transaction motive. Second one is precautionary motive. Third one is speculative motive. So what is transaction motive? So transaction motive means holding cash for day-to-day expenses. So the transaction motive for holding cash relates to the need for cash of for current transactions for personal and business exchanges. So the need for holding money arises because there is lack of synchronization between the receipts and expenditures. So the transaction demand for money is directly related to the level of income of an individual. The transaction demand for money is a direct proportional and positive function of level of income of an individual as such. So this was the Keynes opinion on first motive of an individual to have cash in his hands. Okay, so the second motive is precautionary motive. So precautionary motive, what does it mean is holding cash for unforeseen expenses. So many unforeseen and unpredictable contingencies involving many urgent payments in the form of money occurs in our day-to-day life. So individuals as well as the business keep a position or keep a portion of their savings to finance such unexpected expenditures. So the amount of money demanded under the precautionary motive depends on the size of income prevailing economic as well political conditions and personal characteristics of an individual such as optimism, pessimism, farsightedness, etc. So Keynes regarded this precautionary balances just as balances under transaction motive as income is elastic and by itself is not very sensitive to rate of interest. Okay, so precautionary motive is to hold money for unexpected or unforeseen expenses for future. Okay, then finally he spoke of speculative motive. So speculative motive is something which is related to exploiting and to attract the investment opportunities requiring cash expenditures. So by investing or by exploiting an opportunity, you can earn more money. So for that, ready cash is very much needed. So he speaks that sort of he says that sort of expenditures or that sort of motive in order to exploit the opportunities to probe more income. He defines it as speculative motive. So speculative motive reflects the people's desire to hold cash in order to equip to exploit and to just attract the investment opportunities requiring cash expenditure. So, according to Keynes, what he opines is people's demand to hold money balances to take advantages of future changes and the rate of interest, which is the same as future changes in bond prices also. Okay, so this is all about the three motives of holding cash, holding money in the form of cash, according to Keynes. So hope you understood the concept. Thank you.